is everybody doing? Happy Thursday. Welcome to my weekly live. Hope you are all keeping really well. It's actually very sunny right now, isn't it? Look at the sunshine now. So, gosh, yes, very sunny now, but what a storm we had earlier on. Let me know if you are here live. Drop me a hey in the comments. See if they're coming up. Hey Gail, let me know if you are here live. Just drop a hello in there. Come and say hello. Come and join in today because today is a bit of a practical one. Hey Nikki, and as always, if you are catching up on replay, do a hashtag replay as well because I do go back in and go through all of the comments as well and answer anything you've got coming up. So yes. Today's what we're going to do today is talk about the I'm not worthy mindset. Hey Karen, lovely to see you. Yeah, I was just talking about there how it's actually really very sunny outside now, isn't it? But let me know where you are in the country and if you have had the terrible storm that we had earlier. Because I don't know about you, but we've had some right blowy gales going on. So let me know in the country where you are and if you had the storm earlier today, because it was a bit of a stormy blow there going on. Okay, so first of all, so we're going to talk about today if you've got that I'm not worthy mindset, and stay till the end today because I've got a fantastic meditation that we're going to do to finish on today to give you that that boost to really take you forward. So what we're going to start off with is actually thinking about I've been actually doing a Clubhouse challenge this week, so it's on money mindset. And actually, whilst it's sort of come up, yeah, it's still windy near you, Nikki. Yeah, it's very blowy, isn't it, today? So one of the things that has come up in the challenge that I've been running this week, and it seems to be one of the biggest blocks that I see coming up quite a lot anyway, is this I'm not worthy mindset. So it's actually one of the most tricky ones actually to sort out, as it's one of the less obvious ones. You know, we don't sort of walk around with with something stapled on our head saying I'm not worthy, or actually stuck on us, or we don't go around saying I'm not worthy. We don't actually say that. It actually shows up in much more subtle ways, and it affects so many things that we don't always realise. Yeah, Karen, your bins have gone for a walk down the driveway. Yeah, gosh, aren't they? It's really stormy, really stormy. So it's also linked to your self-worth is linked to your net worth as well. So you will only start charging if you've got any of these beliefs about yourself that you're not thinking you're worthy. You will also only charge what you believe you're worth as well. So all of this is taking place at that deeper unconscious level. On the surface, you may tell yourself that you're worthy of all of the amazing things that you want, but then the reality is very different. Hey Natalie, lovely to see you. Haven't seen you for ages. Lovely to see you. So yeah, on the surface you might actually be thinking, yeah, I know exactly what I'm worth, but I can tell you that your results will show you the actual reality. So have a think about that now. What's your actual reality saying about your real self-worth? How much do you really value yourself? Because the results that you see around you is what telling us what's going on at that deeper roots level, right in your unconscious. And it's your unconscious that runs the show. That's why I love NLP so much. NLP is, our human mind is one of the most powerful and powerful tools that we can have access to. It's like NLP is like the user manual for your mind. So it helps us to, understand what's going on and change what isn't working. And we are what we think, and we think what we then become. So have a think about now, what are the results outside of you maybe saying about your own self-worth. We were actually, when we were in Clubhouse, we were actually talking about it, in that, you know, when somebody says to you, oh, you know, I love your jumper, or that's a nice coat you're wearing, or I love your makeup, what's your initial reaction to that? What's your initial reaction? Because that's what we were talking about, that actually what often happens is we say something like, oh, what, this old thing? Oh, I've had this for ages. I've had it for ages. Or, oh yeah, God, you know, I got this coat, and it was, oh, I got it in the sale. It was such a bargain. You know, I got it at half price. So we're almost then justifying. We can't just accept the praise, that we actually then start justifying it. So Nikki, we've got a couple of things coming up. Nikki, that really resonated with you. You can't accept compliments. That's one of the first signs. Karen, you second guess yourself when making a decision. This week you're having to be strict with yourself. And Sam, yeah, it only costs da 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 da. So we're almost then justifying what's, you know, rather than just going, oh, thank you very much. We then start actually justifying it. And actually, a couple of weeks ago, I did another live on self-sabotage, and the unworthiness often shows up as self-sabotage. So there, Karen saying about decision making, that might be hers, that, you know, that's how she's sabotaging actually making a decision. You know, so when things are going really well for us, we suddenly then might start to question it. You know, that little old voice pops up and says, oh, this is too good to be true. It's not going to last. You know, what's going to go wrong? Nothing good ever lasts. So let me know in the comments there if any of those come up for you. If you're suddenly starting going, oh, everything's going really well now, do you suddenly start having those little voices pop up again? Saying it's too good to be true. This is never going to last. Enjoy it while you can. Those types of things. Let me know in the comments if any of those resonate with you. Or just as you're starting to make money, so you suddenly think, oh, I've had a fantastic month. Suddenly had a fantastic month, and then suddenly additional costs start to come up, or things start going wrong. How many of you have had that? If you are, you know, you've suddenly started, you know, you're doing something, and then you're thinking this is all going swimmingly, and you get bang, crash down the next month after that. So think about that now. Yeah, you know, all of these things that are happening, or your self-sabotaging little techniques that you are doing, all of those beliefs fall into the category of believing you are not worthy or deserving of the good things that life has to offer. So you think it can be for everybody else but you. Again, let me know how many of you had that you know, that everybody else, it seems to be very easy, you know, for others to do it, but not you. So have a think about that. How does it show up for you? Because our thoughts and our words create our actions, which produce the results that then back up those beliefs. So you are always creating your own reality, and then your reality is what's based on your beliefs, whether that's positive or negative. So when you're believing you're not worthy of success, love, wealth and abundance, you know, it will literally repel those things away from you. Yeah, so you've got peaks and troughs, Karen. Peaks and troughs, absolutely. You know, it literally is, you will start, because you know, the results you get, then actually it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You then start backing up those beliefs again. So you will literally then start taking actions that sabotages the very thing that you want coming to you, and you drive it away. And it's all done with good intention. You know, our mind is very good at doing that for us. You know, it comes up to keep you from stepping out of your comfort zone. So doing new things when you're up leveling. So take it as a great thing at the moment that if stuff like this is coming up for you right now, it's possibly because you're on the cusp of that next level. Because this is often when it comes up the most. You know that all of this stuff about trying to keep us safe, it's trying to keep us safe. It's trying to protect us. It kind of goes, oh, it's nice right here in the comfort zone. Why would I step out of that and do that big thing that you want to do, that risky thing, that new thing? So it does try and keep you safe, but in reality, all it's doing is holding you back and pushing you down. So the very first thing to do is to recognize what it is that's coming up for you. When things are going really well, what comes up for you? Because that's a good indicator. What are the negative patterns that you then start running that happen as the good stuff starts coming your way? So when you start having this good stuff happen, what happens next? How do you sabotage it right now? Let's see if we've got a couple of things coming up here. So it's all relevant to you, Nikki. So Sam, you were finding you were comparing yourself to others and how well they did and how you never did, yeah? So Karen, you also compare yourself to others. You tend to think people with a corporate background knows more than me about business. Oh, it's cutting it off. So when I've said about working towards team leader in your business, you froze, yeah. So you can see how these things are coming up for you. So I want you as a first little task is to think about that. Think about those that come up. You know, it might be in your relationships, it might be in your business, it might be in your career, it might be with money, or it may even be with your health. Because your health, your mind and body are all linked together. So actually one of the common things that happens is that actually when things are suddenly starting to go well, we might sabotage with our health. So we might suddenly come down with something, you know? So you might be avoiding doing things. You might be putting things off. You know, so money and health were always my areas of self-sabotage. So, you know, I'd be, when everything was going really well, when I took the foot off the pedal, that's when I'd come down with, you know, a migraine or something. Or with the money, I know that the money work is stuff that we all have to do all of the time, because I've done some serious up-leveling in the last year. My income has gone through the roof in some areas. So that is the bit that when suddenly I take my foot off the pedal and have a couple of really good months, then that's where other things start, you know, the unexpected bills come in that you weren't expecting. And suddenly you think, oh, I've had a lower month. It's just to bring it into your awareness that you're up leveling. So I always take that when things are going really well, I'm making sure that I'm still doing the inner work. It's so, so important to keep on doing that. Keep on doing the inner work. Because it's at those times that we ease off. And that's where the self-sabotage can come in. And this is all of this stuff about then your worth. Your own worth is all linked to it. Your beliefs and how you think about yourself, it's all linked to it. So the first thing I want you to do is just to have a look back on your past results and just start spotting the little patterns that come up for you. So you're almost building a little toolkit for yourself. Look at what the thoughts are that started off those patterns. What are you thinking as those patterns begin? Write them all down, get them all down, and then you can start looking at those thoughts without emotion. I want you to detach yourself from them and then look at them and actually ask yourself, does this thought serve me? Is it actually getting me closer to living my dreams, or is it here to keep me from them? Because then by doing that, you're acknowledging it as a thought. It's a story. It's just a story. It's not true. So you then take away the power of it, the power that it's actually going that, you know, that it's got over you. So decide if that thought is true for you. We often think because we've thought it, that it must be true. But we've all got a choice. It's actually up to us to decide, is it true? Because every thought is subjective. And you add whatever weight and value you decide to choose. And you can decide at any time whether to choose to believe those old thoughts and beliefs or not. So if some of the ones that you were coming up there about your belief in your own ability to be worthy of all the success, what are those beliefs that come up? What are the patterns? And then look at it. Is it true? Is what's come up true? So you're going to decide today, do I want that thought to be true going forward? I'm going to ask you now. So all the thoughts that have come up so far, do you want that thought to be true going forward? Because if the answer is no, and I'm hoping that it's, you know, is no, then you've got to stop it right now. Make the decision today to stop it right now. Stop giving it the weight and the value. Drop the words from your vocabulary. Stop saying it to yourself right now. So do it right now. Do it right now. Don't actually engage it. Don't even entertain those thoughts. Acknowledge the thought and say thank you. Thank you for bringing it to your attention, because remember, it probably served a purpose for you at some point. And it's only doing it to try and keep you safe. But you're going to acknowledge the thought and say thank you. I'm doing fine. I'm doing absolutely fine, and I'm going to go for this anyway. Because those that are successful, they acknowledge the fear that comes up and they take action anyway. They shut down these beliefs. So don't give it the airtime to grow. You know, what we focus on grows. So where we're giving our attention to something, that's what's going to grow. Whether that be positive or negative. So I want you to choose today, make the decision today to choose to focus on the things that you want to happen, not on what you don't want. Immediately change the subject by thinking of your dream future life. Tune into your why, tune into your passion, why you want the life that you want. And then you're going to ignore those pesky little thoughts trying to send you off path. You've probably had them for a really long time. So it may take you some time to get rid of them and reprogram. You know, that's why I work so closely, and I'm so glad that I've got such a few, you know, a lot of my fab ladies that are in my programs here today, because, you know, I work really closely with my fab ladies to reprogram your mind. Reprogram these beliefs, because they won't go without a fight. Hey Gina, lovely to see you. So Sam, you've noticed in your post the language you've used comes across going to, I don't know what it's cut out there. So no, Nikki, you can't continue as you were before. Absolutely. So you've said, Nikki, as you said before, you ended up taking the role that was in fact a demotion as I listened to the voices telling me I wasn't capable of more. That's had a massive impact on me. I've got to end that and realise I can do more. Absolutely. So make the decision today, acknowledge it, and then obviously we've got some work. You know, we're going to take you forward. It's going to be amazing. Let's see where we are. So Sam, I didn't see the end of your comment there. So I want you to just realise there that you've got a choice in this. You've got a choice in it. I want you to make the commitment today that this isn't what you want going forward. So you're going to change your vocabulary. You know, I'm not going to allow you to ruin a good thing that you've got. All of you are super, super talented. So I'm not going to let these negative self-limiting beliefs hold you up or run your life for you anymore. So it's time to let go. It's time to let go of the things that do not serve you anymore. Change the voice inside your head. You know, start by doing some simple things to boost your self-esteem. So start accepting compliments instead of brushing them off. Name one thing that you are grateful about yourself each day. List the ways that you can give value to the world, regardless of whether it's work-related or personal or whatever's going on in the world right now. I want you to list the ways that you give value to the world, regardless. And start becoming more assertive. Start doing that, being more assertive in you. Believe in you and communicate that out. Right, okay. So Sam, the language is on the future, not in the present. This could explain little engagement. Yes, perfect. Okay, so we're going to finish off today with a powerful meditation to break down those walls of limiting beliefs that are stopping you creating the life you desire. So if you can, I'm just going to take a swig of water. And get yourself nice and comfortable. Make sure you're in a safe place. You're not driving or anything like that. So I want you to just, first of all, just take a slow, deep breath in and slowly exhale. Again, breathe in and breathe out. Jessica, I'll be posting it directly afterwards for you to catch up as well on the replay. So absolutely. And I'm just about to start the meditation, so you're just in time for that. So just start off by taking a nice deep breath in and slowly exhale. And I want you to just take this moment for you. So make sure you're really comfortable. Keep focusing on your breath, nice and deep breathing. And I invite you now to place yourself within the centre of a circle. And the walls around you are made completely out of bricks from top to bottom. This can be a large circle, or if you're comfortable, a smaller one. It's your space. And I want you to know it's safe, you're protected, there's no judgment, there's no harm, there's no danger. And I want you to think of something right now that you greatly desire, that you really, really want. Whether that's a relationship, success, money, abundance. I want you to tune into that desire. Really tune into that desire. And now think of all the things that have blocked that desire from coming to you. Anything that you've heard, anything you've seen, anything that stopped you achieving that desire. Whether it be those past thoughts, past mistakes, beliefs that you've had, judgments, lack of finances. And I want you to notice all these words are written on the walls around you. Whatever it is that stopped you, it's all written on those walls all around you. And I now want you to notice those walls turning to rubble. They are tumbling down all around you. Just watch them fall to the ground and then disappear. And just know that you deserve to be a wealthy, successful woman. Wealth is meant for you. Success, wealth, and abundance of everything you desire is meant for you right now. You are a powerfully charged success magnet. Every day you become more and more of the woman you deserve to be. You are ready right now to receive money, success, and abundance. So just enjoy receiving what you're worth. You have everything you need inside of you to be super successful, super confident, super capable, and super abundant. Those new opportunities are being presented to you all the time. You are ready. You are worthy of all the success, money, and abundance coming to you. So I now want you to go to a year from now and just see the more confident, successful you working in a state of flow. Notice how you look, how you light up, how healthy and happy you look, how proud you feel. You did this. You made this happen. You are successful and abundant, and it's all because of you. So just soak all of that up. Just soak it all up. And now I want you to come back to your body now. Open your eyes, you worthy and successful woman. Just take a last deep breath in and out. Just stretch your arms out. Well done. How does everybody feel? How does everybody feel now after that little meditation there at the end? Little treat for you today. How do you feel? I think everybody's perhaps gone off to sleep now. I hope you found that really useful. Please do, as usual, do let me know what your biggest ahas were for today's session. And, do the exercise that we did. Just let me know how you've got on with it. And, post your comments there. I do go back to all the comments. So please do pop that in. And if you are on Clubhouse, remember that I am doing the money mindset challenge this week on Clubhouse. Our last day of the week is tomorrow. So yay, let's go for it. Hope to see you then. Have a fabulous week coming up, and I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.